evening, everyone. All right, all right. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are here. We are here for the fireside chat. How you doing, Pastor Mel?
Much better now, my dear. Much better now.
I know. Happy anniversary. 72 years. That's a long time. That's
Absolutely.
a long time. Oh, she says she's here. She told me she wasn't gonna be here. Let's go find Cynthia.
All right.
Okay, hold on.
Hey, I can't see myself, but I'm in the car. I should be home in about 5 minutes.
All right.
And so
Okay,
I am
okay.
excited about tonight's Zoom presentation. Y'all know how we do. Let's get them on the Zoom tonight because we got some guests that are going to blow your socks off with their story. So let's get it. Let's get in motion, you guys. Let's get our people on because they need to hear what we got. And I tell you what, this lifestyle membership is certainly a blessing. So let's send out those texts and get these numbers up.
Matter of fact, the husbands are actually moving. So that's going to be interesting. And then we have another young lady who has also ranked up. And so people are coming in and not only traveling, getting ready to travel, but making money, that daily pay we're going to talk about. So I want to present to some to introduce to others Pastor Mel Keys, who has the fastest growing church in San Antonio, Texas, in the inner city. Married to two-star director Kendra. His son is in the business. His daughter is in the business, April and Denzel. Shout out to y'all. But most of all, we love the Keys family. They are some amazing people, dedicated. I know he's just coming off celebrating his 72nd church anniversary. No, he's not 72. He's been the pastor for, I believe, 16 years or 18 years or something. And so he inherited a jewel. And so we just give out a celebration of love and honor to that congregation and to Pastor Mel. It's been in Travorium 6 years, 6 years, just as long as me. And we have been rolling together, and I guess we'll run together to the Lord call one of us home. And so I am so excited. They are a part of my extended family. So I present to some and introduce to others Pastor Mel Keys.
Big sis, can you hear me okay now?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, we got a new ID we're gonna have to give you here in Texas. Your son, I think he's making that happen. So we're excited for you. You're global. You're global. You don't need a home address anywhere. You're global. You're everywhere. You're all over the place.
Yes, yes. I'm putting my little stuff together now. So yeah, I'm gonna have a Texas address. I tell you, I have a Texas address. According to my children, I'm gonna have one in Columbia. They trying to buy a property in Columbia. Some have several addresses, but it's all good. It's the only way to live. It's
Yes.
all because of this Travorium lifestyle. A better life requires a better way.
And
All
we
right.
have found it. Good evening, everybody in the Zoom room and on Facebook Live. It has been a most glorious week, as Coach D said, at the Joshua House of Worship. We've had 4 days of celebration for our 72nd church anniversary. Thank you for any and all persons who've been a part of that in any particular way. Tired as a dog, as they say, but ain't tired yet because we still got some running to do and some lives to change. And yours should be next because, as the woman of God says, a better life requires a better way. And we have found it. What I'm going to do tonight is go through some of the slides that will make the case, but the best part of what we're going to talk about will come from the testimonies, the mouths of the individuals who have volunteered. I used to say it wasn't a paid advertisement, but I had to correct that. You're going to hear some paid advertisements. Why are they paid advertisements? Because the folk are getting paid. They're getting paid to do what they would do for free, and they're getting paid to do what they absolutely love. And we believe that you should be next. Now, you see number 2 on the slide. Let me just give you the number 1 that you don't see. We're going to talk real quick about how people are traveling. If you're not in this club, this is you. I mean, don't be ashamed of it. It is what it is. That was us too. That was our before. But look at us now. Look at our after. You're going to see some of that. Number one, how do people travel when they don't have the Travorium Travel Club in their life? The number one thing they do is they pay retail prices. You don't see that on the screen, but we know that to be true. They're paying ridiculously retail prices that they really don't have to pay. The only reason they're paying them because they don't know what they don't know. They get a coupon in the mail. They think they really got, the real deal Holyfield, but the reality is all of those retail companies operate the same. They jack up the price, send you a coupon, make you believe you got something good, and the reality is that's how they became multi-billion-dollar corporations without even owning anything travel related. The number two way that people are traveling, and I was in this category. Let me know. I see you there. Tyrone is in the house. Willie Ann is in the house. Aloha, my dear Sasha Roberts is in the house. Let me know if this was you, or maybe it is you now. You ran up the credit card. You got that credit card limit increased. You took that cruise. You booked those flights. You stayed in Jamaica, man, and you went all these wonderful, beautiful places around the world, and you enjoyed yourself. The only problem is you had to come back home. And not too many weeks after you got back home, there was a mailbox with some mail that said, "This is what you owe." You went and you sealed your fate. Listen, you did something on plastic, but you sealed your fate in concrete. Because if you were like me, it probably took you 6 months to the year to pay that thing off after you did what you did. Guys, we're going to show you that you don't have to live like that anymore. You don't have to continue robbing Peter to pay Paul to live that dream life as it relates to travel. We're going to show you how to do it without even using your credit cards, and make sure you pay good attention. Number three, how are people traveling without this Travorium Travel Club? A Better Life Requires a Better Way. We found it. Listen, they pay this enormous, ridiculously mortgage and maintenance fee for the rest of their life. And, they have to mortgage their kidney, their spleen, their pancreas, and their liver to get out of that thing, right? It's called a timeshare. And it's one of the worst decisions you will ever make in your life, especially now. It is dinosauric. It is prehistoric. It is so obsolete, it's not even funny. Don't you dare buy a timeshare. Make sure you get all the information in this program. Quick story, the last one we owned, my wife and I, 34, almost 35 years of marriage, we had three. We're paying $379 a month, whether we use it or not, just like everybody else. And they began to whittle down benefit after benefit after benefit, as they all do, but they kept jacking up those maintenance fees. And man, let me tell you something. What the straw that broke the camel's back was when we were in this program. We went to the same place we used to own, and we only had to pay $59 for the entire week, the same place that we were already paying a mortgage on. Guys, go figure which is better for you. Then number four, how do people travel when they don't have Travorium in their life? Here's the saddest part. They tend to stay with other people. God bless the child that has their own dough. Nothing like going to town where you want to go, going to the place where you want to go, but you don't have to stay with anybody. In fact, invite some people to come up to your suite and show them how you're living. Number five, the most tragic, the people who don't get this memo. This is probably where so many are. They're grown folk. They have grown children. They have grandchildren, and they love to travel. They used to talk about it all the time. One day in the by and by in the sky, all that type of stuff, but they're not traveling at all. The only travel they do is when they close their eyes at sleep and catch a dream instead of a flight. Let me tell you what I know. We are dreamers too. The only difference is we dream with our eyes wide open, and we hope that we can get you to join us on this journey. And this is all because of the vision of Mr. David and Adela Hart. Shout out to the Harts. In fact, shout out to the Travorium family all around the globe and more than 65 nations strong, guys, and growing every single day. We absolutely love what we do. The corporate leaders, the top leaders, it's just a family, y'all. That's what it is. I don't even know if we should call it a business anymore. It's just a family. And we're all winning over here. And if you've ever thought about winning, maybe you've had some losses before, maybe you've done some things before that you're not necessarily proud of. You didn't necessarily, get what you thought you were going to get. Guys, it is different over here. It is better over here. We're winning over here. And this is Travorium. We challenge you to stick your flag in the soil one more again and watch God work all around the globe. Guys, we've paid out tens of millions of dollars in everyday commissions to everyday ordinary people, and we're still just getting started. We have three headquarters. We're a debt-free company from day one. We're pushing into our 12th year now. March was our 11th anniversary, guys. We're excited. And here's how we help you live the life of your dreams. Number one, we show you how to travel at agent rates, travel agent pricing without being a travel agent. That's a mic drop. Don't miss that. Say it again. We show you how to travel at travel agent pricing rates without being a travel agent. I can tell you, my wife and I, we've been travel agents for 12. We're coming into November. I think we'll be our 13th year serving as travel agents. And we've booked people all around the world and back probably 10 times over that tenure. But we have people in this club that have been travel agents as much as 30 and even 40 plus years. So we absolutely know the information. We know what we know. You do not have to be a travel agent in this program whatsoever, but you will get even better than travel agent rates, whether you're a travel agent or not. Number two, we show you how to get points that are worth dollars so that you can use those dollars on your 4- and 5-star vacations that are a part of this program. And let me tell you something, we're going to show you how to get those points for free. So definitely pay attention. And then number three, we show you how to get paid every single day of your life. Guys, it's called daily residual pay. Put this in the comments, hashtag give me that daily residual pay. Hashtag give me that daily residual pay. A lot of folk, I remember when I was in the military, it was always, the 15th of the month, which was my favorite day because it took that long to get paid. I don't know why we were on that program, but that's how it was back then. And maybe it's changed. I don't know. And then, you got some folk, the first of the month, you always got certain parts of the month that you love because that's when you get paid. Guys, how about getting paid every day? You don't have a favorite day. It's just every day's the same. You're getting paid every day. But guys, this thing is bigger than travel, so don't miss this memo. We're going to show you the travel side because that's what attracted me. But behind the curtain of the travel is a whole lot of treasure. We're going to show you how big this industry is. We're going to show you that it is the most phenomenal, one of the fastest growing industries on the planet, most long-standing industries on the planet. And if you've ever wanted to have a business in a major growth sector, guys, this is it. Now, my wife doesn't like that word. I should change that. Some people think a bucket list. She likes to call it a life list. And the thing is, I think it is better that way because too many times, I think you've heard the statistic, people work hard 20, 30, 40, 50 years, then they retire, and then they talk about all the stuff they're going to go do, and not long thereafter their retirement, Lord have mercy, they're 6 feet under and stuff because they stop moving. You got it. Come on, put that in the comments. Keep it moving. Never stop moving. I don't care how old you are. I don't care, if you did just retire, you got to have something you're going after every single day. Don't live for the bucket list because, guys, the life list is what you should be going after. And on our life list, everything you see on the screen before you, guys, we show you how to get it without giving up that kidney, without giving up that pancreas. Come on. Without being brain dead and, mortgaging a house to have to do all of these things. We're going to show you how to do this thing without going broke. We're going to show you how every single thing you see on that screen, how not to just pay for it, watch this, but to make it pay you. You are in the right place if you want to see and learn how to make everything you see on the screen pay you. Understand this. The present state of the travel industry as a whole is about $10 trillion a year being spent. Within the next decade, guys, it's going to grow to more than $15.5 trillion. That's a lot of donuts, guys. I don't care what you're doing. That's a lot of money. It is one of the largest industries on the planet and one of the most explosive industries on the planet, and it is not going anywhere. In fact, when you think about one of the many reasons it's growing, think about the demographics. Think about Generation X, Y, and Z. We call that the young folk. Quick note, remember when you were 20 and 18 and you thought 35 and 40 was ancient? Come on now. We've changed those rules, haven't we? But anyway, Generation X, Y, and Z, the young folk, they don't stay home. Spring break to them is worldwide. Come on. Vacation to them is global. They have a thing called passport, and it's getting stamped not once a year or once every now and again. Their passport is getting stamped all through the year because they refuse, as Coach D says, to keep their hips at home. This world is their backyard. And I love their energy with that. I love their confidence and their boldness and their courage to explore new places, to do new things, to eat new foods, to learn new cultures. It's a learning thing, but I'm going to show you how this could be an earning thing as well. Let me say that again. It's a learning thing, but we're going to show you how it can be an earning thing as well. Now, first thing you got to learn is this. These guys are not your friends. It doesn't matter what side of the fence you're on, they're both enemies as it relates to your own economic standing. Why? Because all of these corporations are owned by one of the two families, either the Priceline family or the Expedia family, and they exist to give you retail rates and retail rates only. They're gonna bleed you dry. That's money that you could be using to do other things. It's your money. If you want to throw it out the window, we can't stop you, but we can promise you this. Places just like the Maldives, when you look that up in other programs, Priceline, Expedia, or any of the other subsidiaries, which are dozens of the other companies that are underneath them, you'll be paying as much as about 10,000, 10 grand on a place like the Maldives. With our program, as you can see, look at the type of savings you would have. That's over $4,000 savings. Why would you waste 4 grand when you don't have to? Consider this, how fast and how large these companies are, the ones who are charging retail rates. They're listed on the 10 of the largest companies on the internet doing business, Priceline and Expedia. Now remember, they don't own the cruise lines. They don't own the airlines. They don't even own a fleet of cars, but they're making a lot of money. Their top brass, they're earning millions of dollars, not in annual salary, but in bonuses every single year, because it is a very lucrative industry. But where is the money coming from for them to be this large? Guys, it's coming from the people that don't get the memo, the people who haven't heard about Travorium, the people who haven't understood that we don't have to be in that type of equation at the bottom anymore. You are about to move all the way to the top. You're about to get promoted. You're about to get the information that's going to totally change your life. Here's an example, and I'll give you just a few, and I'm going to move quick. Travorium pricing, that's over $650 savings at the Crystal Resort in Cancun. If you've been in Cancun, you know those prices that you see are everyday, all-day pricing. Now, this is what we call our net zero pricing. We have at least 3 different ways, main ways that you'll save money in our program as it relates to travel. And this is just one of the several. In fact, it's not even the most savings you'll get with our program. But in the net zero pricing, you have well over 2 million types of properties that you can explore any given day of the week. And these are the type of pricings that you'll be able to enjoy. That one, again, is another over $600 and something odd savings. That's San Diego, California. Pricing Travorium against Priceline. These are the types of things that you see. Why? Because all of the other models, whether it's Priceline, Expedia, or anything in between, they're using what we refer to as an old model. It's archaic, it's ancient, it's 8-track, y'all, but we're in a digital world. They have not changed their system because it's winning for them, but winning for them means losing for you. Let me know in the comments if you're tired of losing and you're ready to start winning, because you got to make the shift. You got to catch this memo. We call ourselves the Netflix of the travel industry because that's the model that we, Travorium, A Better Life Requires a Better Way, we found it. We use the Netflix model. Netflix, remember, they do not make money selling movies. They don't sell movies. They sell memberships. Travorium does not make money selling travel. We make money selling memberships, but the memberships are tailor-made designed to make sure that you save money on all of your travel. Remember when it was Blockbuster Video and I think it was Hollywood that was probably the number 2? Guys, you don't see them anymore. You have to go to the museum to find them, anything about them. Now, they were the giants not even a decade ago, but I think it was just over a decade ago. But then came Netflix with a new model. And guys, I'm telling you, this is the model that we have used and that we have literally spread to more than 65 nations around the globe, that has allowed us to pay out tens of millions of dollars in commissions, again, to everyday ordinary people just like yourself. Only question is, do you want a check cut with your name on it? Are you ready to start receiving daily pay? Are you ready to stop paying those ridiculous prices? Stop doing a blockbuster thing in a Netflix world. You'll understand this. The writing's on the wall. Netflix, $32 billion in annual revenue, 247 million members. They're winning. And Blockbuster, I can't say they're losing, they lost. And you don't want to be on the losing team. You need to be on the winning team. The travel industry has completely changed because of the pricing that you see on the screen. When you are a member, all of the 2 million plus properties that you see, you'll have access to these prices every single day, and you'll be able to get all of these savings just as if you were a travel agent, once again, but without being, you'll be able to get travel agent pricing, but without being a travel agent. You can see these savings 64%, 66%, and beyond. Now, there's another way we help people to save money, and these are even better than what I just showed you. Now, I want to make sure that you get all your questions answered. So whatever questions you have, you'll definitely need to get with the person that shared this with you, because there's so much more than I'm skipping over, but I don't have time. But the Dreamcation platform is divided into two categories. Category number one is what we call the getaways. Category number two is what we call the world tour. So let's talk about the getaways first. Anyone, anywhere, on any budget. It doesn't matter, single mother with 2 children, 3 children. It doesn't matter, divorcee. It doesn't matter, widow or widower. It doesn't matter, laid off, looking for a job. Come on. It doesn't matter, because this is designed for anyone, anywhere, on any budget. We have a point system that's pointed at you winning. And we're going to show you how to get at least two major vacations every single year. So none of that stuff staying at grandma's house, or you understand, or you stay with your best friend, slept on the couch, and you just had a 3-day weekend, so you did a little something. No. We're going to show you how every single year to have 8-day vacations at least twice a year using our program. Let's, for example, talk about Canary Island, Spain. 8 days, 7 nights. Remember, we said anyone, anywhere, on any budget. How about a budget like this, where you can stay for 8 days and 7 nights in a place like this, and pay the tax? Did y'all catch that? Pay the tax. If you can pay the tax, y'all, we're not even talking about the room rate every night, because that's $0.00. It's zeroed out. If you can pay the tax, you can win with this program. Guys, here's another example. Look at all this wonderful stuff here. I'm going to move very quickly. 1-bedroom examples for the entire week. What are they paying? They're not paying the retail rate. They're paying $84 plus tax for the entire week. See, this is a part of our getaway escapes. We have over 2,000 of these in our inventory waiting for you to knock on the door. Guys, understand this. You can't lose with this program. In fact, the only way you can lose with this program is if you don't join the program. Because if you're not in this program, newsflash, you're already losing. You just don't know it. No contracts, no blackout dates, 365 days around the year. And here's the winning formula. Remember, I mentioned to you about points. You'll get points that are worth dollars that you can travel on. How about getting all of your points, here it is, for free? We're going to show you how to share your winning formula with other people who want to win. And by helping 3 people win, just like you're winning, you're going to get all of your points for free. Here's the third tier. I talked to you about the 2 million plus properties in the inventory, net zero pricing. We call that travel agent rates without being a travel agent. I showed you the getaways, more than 2,000 of those. I just showed you a few. Let me show you a handful of what we call the world tours. These are my personal favorites. And the reason is this is where I call it the family reunion. This is where everybody across the company has the opportunity to use those same points and knock the prices down. And remember, our prices are already lower than our competitors, but you can knock our prices down even more with those points and get all of the points for free so that you can enjoy the prices that you see on the screen. And I call this a family reunion because we got people all around the world that we're connecting with, and we're having events. We're having family reunions, y'all. We're having get-togethers. Come on here, somebody single. You having hookups. You doing what you need to do the way you need to do it, but you're doing it at 5-star resorts like this waterfront property that you see right here, Dubai. Now, what you're not going to see On this, the way you'll see on the retail sites, you're not going to see the same price. But I promise you, everything else is absolutely the same. But you're going to have prices like $99. In fact, we got some folk right now, I think they pay $49, 5-star resort, waterfront property in Dubai, y'all. 6 days, 5 nights, breakfast included. That's what we call winning, y'all. Jamaica, Montego Bay. We're going back to Jamaica, not Cali. We're going back to Jamaica, y'all. 5-star resort, all inclusive, all food, drinks, and a junior suite. Guys, this is $65 a day. Can you imagine the money that you will save? Now, the retail rate, let me tell you this. You'll be paying anywhere from the neighborhood of $1,800 to as much as $2,200 for the exact same thing, but we're going to show you how to pay less than $65 a day. Portugal, look at that price. Puerto Vallarta, guys, that's $29. I will give you a challenge. I ain't scared. Are you scared? Here's the challenge. Let me know where you can stay anywhere in your city, your state, or even your country for $29 a night. And then show me a picture of what it's going to look like. And then I need you to add this in. What is the menu going to look like on your breakfast, lunch, and dinner? $29 a day. Well, I can tell you this. I don't have the food pictures to show, but that's what our accommodations are going to look like. And ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, the food is out of this world. We're talking about lobsters. We're talking about steaks. We're talking about the most finest cuisine that you could get on the planet, and we're paying $29 a day. The Vegas suites will blow your mind, and we're paying $76 for 5 days, 4 nights. These are luxury suites, y'all. These are not the regular run-of-the-mill suite that some of us have stayed in the past. No, we don't do that with this program. These are luxury suites, and you're not paying $76 a day. You're paying that for all 5 days, 4 nights. Venice, guys, $1, that is not a misprint. That includes a shuttle. Guys, you can't catch a skateboard for $1, and we're telling you, you're going to have the room, you're going to have the breakfast, and all of that for 5 days and 4 nights, and the shuttle is going to pick you up, and you're paying $1. Athens, Greece, y'all. 5 days, 4 nights, king size, $99. I'm just going to run through Waikiki. Last time we were there, guys, the retail rates ranged anywhere from $700, $950 a night at the hotel that we were, and we paid $536 for 5 days and 4 nights all together. It's ridiculous not to be in this program. I'm going to say that again. I need somebody to put that in the comments. Kayla, we see you there. Hashtag it's ridiculous not to be in this program. Crete, again, $319. I got to move. Cartagena, that's $1. And yes, breakfast is included. What does your breakfast look like when you pay $1? Let me know. Send a picture. We'd like to know. Well, when we pay $1, not only do we get the 4- and 5-star breakfast menu, but guys, we also get the room to go with it in places like Cartagena, Colombia, Thailand, guys, Phuket, 7 days, 6 nights. That's $1. Are you catching the math? Are you getting the memo? Guys, over and over again, we're going to show you how to win. Winning is what we do. Over and over and over again. It's time to stop losing, and it's time to start winning. And that starts tonight, today, if you're watching the replay, or if you're on the other side of the water there, you can start right away. You need to get the ID of the person that shared this information with you. Winning is what we want to see you do. We're already winning. You can't take anything from us. We know what we know. You couldn't talk us out of it. Nobody could come to us with, well, that's a pyramid, that's a scam, that's a this, that's a that. Let me tell you what it is. It's winning. And this is what it looks like. You traveling all around the world at those prices with no shame in the game that you're playing. Guys, we just wish more people had the information. I wish I had the information much longer ago, but I'm just glad I'm in position now. Guys, let me do this. I want to switch gears and move very quickly. I'm going to talk very briefly about this 10X compensation plan. I don't need to say a whole lot because we got some folk that are winning with this 10X compensation plan, and the words that are going to come out their mouth are going to be powerful enough. But understand this, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. That's according to one of the wealthiest persons on the planet. He meant what he said, and he said what he meant. He did not stutter. He didn't have to struggle to clear his throat. He meant it, y'all. And we're seeing the reality of folk who are working 2 and 3 and 4 jobs. They retired, didn't have to go get 2 and 3 more. Guys, whatever we were raised on, whatever we were taught in high school and even college, it ain't working for the majority of people. You need something different. You need something that's not linear. You need something that's not based upon you clocking in or clocking out, guys, because the time will come when you'll clock out for real, and you're going to be broke, and you don't want that to be you. I don't have time tonight, but I would encourage you to get Cash Flow Quadrant, because we need to be on the right side. On the left side, we get left, and we get the leftovers. And if you're tired of getting left, and get tired of getting the leftovers, and you know it's not because you're lazy, you know you put the work in, guys, let me just tell you this. The system was designed the way it is. It was intentionally designed this way. The right side is the right side, and that's where 95% of the wealth is, but only 5% on the people. And on the left side, that's where 95% of the people are, but only 5% of the wealth. Hashtag get to the right side. Get to the right side. Here's an example. I'm going to real quick, y'all. 44% of the Americans say they can afford to pay $1,000 emergency. Now, we're not trying to shame anybody. We're not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. It is what it is. I've been there before myself, guys. But life, come on, tell the truth. Life happens. And if you're not wise with your money, and most people aren't, because it wasn't something we were trained on, it wasn't something that, you know, we necessarily got an education in, and unless you were really mentored and tutored and all that type of stuff by somebody who understood it, you might even be doing well. You might be making great income. But the majority, or close to half, couldn't even pay. And the wealthiest nation on the planet couldn't even pay for $1,000 emergency. That means our system is broken, y'all. Not only that, but most Americans agree that they are not ready for retirement, even though they've been working hard for the money, even though they've been putting in labor, even though they've gotten promoted over and over again. 56% say they're not ready for retirement because their money ain't right. They're getting left on the left side. So we're trying to get you to the right side. The average Social Security check, according to the U.S. Security Administration, pays out about $1,800. That was of last year, February last year. $1,800, guys. We're going to show you how you can get in place, get in position with this money-saving formula, this money-saving system, platform, and you can start winning from day one. And we're going to show you how to advance your promotion economically far past what Social Security would do for anybody. Guys, number one, you start winning because $400 to $500 a month will be saved in your own budget just by having a home-based business. And for all rights and purposes, we want to show you how to own your own home-based business called the Travorium Travel Club, and you can start winning right away. You join the partnership. I like to say the partnership needs to be included from day one. It should not even be a consideration, guys, because if you don't have that partnership, then you can't refer your savings to other people and get paid on there. You can make the referral, but you're not going to get paid. But we're going to show you how to get paid every single time you make the referral. So include that $79.95 and don't even consider anything else. In fact, consider the platinum package. That's to your best interest if you want to travel at least 2 times a year with the pricing that I showed you. And we're going to show you how to do it without any money coming out of your pocket. We're going to show you how to do that. And if you need to do the titanium, it is what it is, but we'll show you how to upgrade as soon as possible because we're going to make the numbers work for you. Guys, when you share this with 3 people, that means you're earning all your points for free as long as they're on your level of membership or higher. So let's just use the platinum package as an example. You're paying out $135 a month, and I shouldn't say paying it out because really you're investing it. And the thing I love about this, in contrast to anything else I've seen out there, every dollar you're putting in is bringing back even more with it for you to travel on. It is literally like a savings plan. It is a travel savings club. So all the money you put, it will never go to waste. The only way it's going to get wasted is if you don't go anywhere. But if you know you're going to travel over the next 24 months, that is 2 years, guys, you can't lose because the money you're investing will be used for your travel. But we're going to show you how to get all of the money that you're investing back to you for free. When you have 3 people that you referred on the same platinum membership as you, paying $135, the company is going to start paying you $445 a day. That will equate to just over $135 a month. That means you're winning. You're getting all of your points, and not a dime of it is coming out your pocket. Now, it's important to know because some people use the wrong terminology. They say their friends or their family. is paying them. No, the company is paying you. Your friends and your family, or whoever you refer to, they're winning with the same formula that you're winning with. They're not paying you anything. The company pays you daily residual pay. You want to bump that up? We're going to show you how to earn an extra $400 to $700 a month. We'll show you how to earn an extra $5,000 to $8,000 a year with 16 platinum memberships referred in your book of business. Check this out. All 16 don't need to come from you. You need to have 3 that are direct to you. All the others can come into your book of business indirectly, 8 on one side, 8 on the other, and you're qualified to receive $400 to $700 a month, which is $5,000 to $8,000 a year. Guys, that's a good pay raise for some people. And if you want that type of pay raise, you don't have to go to your job and beg for it. We're going to show you, listen, how to open your mouth and refer for it. Doing what you love to do anyway, travel. Here's another promotion for you with your name on it. This one can earn you anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500 a month. That's 18 to 30 grand a year. That's a good pay raise. For some people, listen, 25 platinum on the left, 25 on the right. That's a total of 50 platinum memberships. Remember, not all of those need to come from you. I would recommend, of course, minimum of 3, but I would say 3 to 7 memberships direct to you. Guys, you're closer to that 30 grand level. You want to make sure you get in this program and go to work and just start opening your mouth about what you have your hands on. Now, remember, I already told you, the average Social Security check is only paying about $1,800 a month. And I just shared with you a way to get 25 to 35 a month with only 50 platinum memberships. You want to bump it up again? Here's a pay raise for you, extra $30,000 to $42,000 a year. Well, you just need to have over 120 something memberships, platinum memberships, 63 left, 63 right. Guys, they don't all need to come from you. And guys, you're getting paid $70 a day plus multiple bonuses coming in left and right. 4-star directors. Shout out to all our 4 stars. They're earning anywhere from 48 to 60 grand a year with 250 platinum memberships in their book of business. They are winning, and many of them have learned, in this case, to replace or at a minimum a significant portion of their income. This is where your options are wide open. You can go into work and start saying, you know what? I ain't feeling this no more. Because you got $48,000 to $60,000 coming in from what? From traveling, from people doing what they're going to do with or without you. But this is where you got to go. All roads lead to ambassadors. Shout out to our team ambassadors, Coach Deborah, Coach Cynthia. We love you. Thank you for showing us the way. Thank you for showing us what's possible. The ambassador lifestyle, guys, just under 200 platinum memberships on the left and right, total of about 400. Guys, that's going to put you past 6-figure income status. And understand, powerful testimony, Coach D will tell you herself, when Pastor Apostle Guy passed on 3 years ago. Guys, he was earning in the neighborhood of about 25 grand, just under 25 grand. Well, 31 months after that, fast forward, he was earning $170,000. And that's after being in heaven all of those years. Guys, by the end of this year, I promise you, she'll tell you, she'll testify. I can't tell it. I have to let her tell it. I know that business is going to be worth more than $200,000 a year. And that's just his side of the business. And he's already in heaven. She's still here. And her business is very much close to his. Guys, this is the winning formula. The average ambassador earns anywhere from $100,000 to $300,000 a year, including all the multiple bonuses and perks that you see on the screen. If this has any interest to you, I recommend you get with one of our top ambassadors and start asking questions right away, how you can get in place and how you can get into position. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, this is all I've been trying to say the whole night. We are Travorium. We are a better life company, and this we know to be true. A better life requires a better way, and you best believe we have found it. Coach D, I want to turn it back over to you, and let's get these testimonials in place and in position.
All right. Well, good evening, everyone. Pastor Mel, you did an amazing job.
Thank you.
We're going to start with, we have some couples, and we're going to start with them really quick. Well, we will do the first, because I know they on the east side. It's late. They're late. So I'm going to start with Marcy Thomas and Alvin Thomas. And I want to introduce them because it's a very unique story. Y'all can start cutting on your cameras, all of you though. You should be able to cut them on so we can see your beautiful faces. Hi. Okay. Hi, okay. Angela Franklin. Okay. So we have some couples that have just been like ranking up, like they're moving simultaneously together. And you know, me and my husband was in business together, and as you heard Pastor Mel say, he went on to glory and he passed me up. He actually, his book of business passed me up and I signed him up. And so I just want to say congratulations to Alvin Thomas and his beautiful wife, Marcy. Alvin just became a one-star director. And then we had Diane Worthy and her husband, and he is moving in business with her as well. They were just in Memphis, and she became a one-star director, I believe, yesterday. And so I'm excited about that. And then we have the Hendricks out of California, who Ty has become a two-star director, and she brought her husband in, and he's actually 3 people away from one-star director. And so I'm excited about these 3 phenomenal couples. And then you have John and Kenyatta Skates, soon to be. I'm excited about them because they actually bought in the Worthies, but they actually have been ranking up together too. So they are one-star directors together. And because John got knots on his head, Kenyatta has actually ranked up faster than him, and she's going to qualify for the $100 bonus. So at 1 star. So they're both 1 star. So we got a lot of 1 stars on here tonight. And then we have Rochelle, part of Cynthia's team, who actually, I believe she ranked up to 1 star, and Angela. So I'm telling you, because the way this business works, and the reason I wanted to bring, because the way this business works, whether you're moving by as a couple or you're moving simultaneously, the way that it works is that we have to produce directors, 1 stars and 2 stars in order to go to 3-star, 4-star, and ambassador. And so I celebrate all of you tonight. So I'm gonna let Marcy and Alvin speak first. Congratulations again, Alvin.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We are excited about the direction that we are going, separately and as a couple. It has, begun to move, get a little momentum to it. And so that's what we're trying to keep going. So keep some momentum moving.
Yeah, and I have to say, he was not a believer. He did not get hooked until, and Coach D, you were there. Yeah, he was not a believer. We went to Vegas. We stayed at a 5-star resort for 4 days, 3 nights. We paid $199. This room was fabulous. Let me tell you, he said when we went up to the front desk, he was like, "Girl, if that lady don't say $199, I'm leaving you right here at this desk." So I had to show him the receipt to show, look, this is all it costs.
And that's true. My name is Alvin Thomas. The doubting Thomas. That's what was showing up in Vegas that day. And it was true. I mean, I had money tucked aside just in case she had bumped her head and read wrong, but it was true when we got there, and then when we got into the hotel room, that was just mind-blowing. But even then, it was hard for me to fathom all this luxury and all these amenities for the price. We had to sit down, Pastor Guy, Pastor D, and after that conversation, I was totally convinced. But it took me a little while to dig in. But now I am a 1-star director. I had a great time in Memphis. Tell you a real quick story. In Memphis, I had my own plan about Memphis. I'm going to tell you the truth, Pastor Keys. I had my own fix on Memphis. I was going to go. I was going to relax. The day of the workshop, I was going to come and ease into the workshop and, eat breakfast and ease out of the workshop and go up to the room and, chill until late to get ready for the gala later on. It was gala later on. And so that was my plan. Well, all of us know that God is a righteous God. He's omnipresent. He's all holy. But I'll share this with you. God has a sense of humor too. And so before I got ready to leave, a voice came up to me and said, I need your help. And the help put me right up front. And during the PowerPoint, I couldn't go anywhere. The whole entire session, I was there at the PowerPoint. I was actually reading the PowerPoint before the presenters were set, and it stuck. And it clicked. That's where it clicked for me. And so now I'm ready to go. We're gonna roll along with this thing till the wheels fall off of it.
All right.
Yeah. I remember the conversation with Guy and myself at breakfast. And I remember my husband and you talking, and I remember you signed up at the table.
Yeah.
He signed up at the breakfast table. I'll never forget that. And my I ain't gonna put all of this out there, but you signed up at the breakfast table. And I just thank God that you did and your eyes was open. But I got several new members, including my Apostle Wilson, who will be on here tomorrow night. He'll be on live tomorrow night, because he called me and he said, daughter, where are you? And I told him where I was, and he said, I stayed at that place. And I ain't never stayed in a room like that. We were with David and Adela Hart, and they had a special entrance with limousines and a whole separate lobby. And you had to hold a whole separate entrance that you went to stay in the suites. And it was absolutely amazing. And that was the beginning of the world tours. Ain't that something?
Wow.
I think we only had like 5, and we was excited about those 5. Lord have mercy. So thank you, Alvin. And again, congratulations. We're going to go to Diane real quick. Diane, and then we'll do Angie and Rochelle. So y'all get ready. And after John. So Diane, how you doing?
Yes, I'm feeling great. I'm excited. Very excited.
I said, oh my God. I said, she is an ambassador in the making. The lady is
yes.
I said it from the day one, and she studied movement. She's a champion, and I can't wait, Cynthia, till she in Louis Vuitton with us, because she is a champion. And she brought her husband to Memphis with her, and she hit 1 star, but she ain't that far from 2 star. And I'm so excited for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I just want y'all to speak for a couple of seconds and just tell us a little bit. I know your husband was like, what? But
yes, ma'am. But I just want to give it back over to our leaders, especially my sponsor, Mr. John Skates, and when he first presented this to me, I was telling him I didn't want to do it because we've been there and done that, so, but then he began to explain to me. My husband told me I couldn't get into nothing else. But he began to explain to me, as far as the travel and the compensation plan. So I began to talk to my husband and let my husband know I found our why, for us to, to retire, for him, to retire. And we can travel, again, we can travel for more, travel for less, and so he told me, go ahead on. He said, go ahead on, get on this time. So I got on in. Then when I came to the first 2 Zooms, I heard Coach D said, if you in, your spouse should be in with you. So I came back and told my husband, I said, Coach D said that the spouse need to come in too. He said, what? I said, Coach D said that if you're in, your spouse should be in too. He said, well, go ahead, Diane, just go ahead and sign me up or whatever. So but what ranked us up is when we went to Memphis. Oh my goodness. We were so excited. I just thank and praise God. I'm grateful and thankful that, we had the opportunity to be amongst giant leaders that were just pouring into us, pouring all kind of nuggets into us. It reminded me, I don't know if some of you all remember the Pac-Man. You know how the Pac-Man would open his mouth and just eat. All the nuggets was coming to us just like that. That was just so great. We was writing down everything. And we've been to other things and we've been to other conference, and it was nothing like this here. And I was explaining that to my husband. This is so much different. It's so much friendly. It's so much. The atmosphere was so beautiful. But God let me know that when their head is right and their head acknowledge Him, then everything else will flow all right. And I thank God for that and for positioning us at the right place at the right time with the right company and the right leadership. And now that one of the leaders, I think it was Apostle Wilson, when he said, "Write your vision and make it plain." And that's when we was driving back home. I was concentrating on that. I was dwelling with that, And mine, I was jotting down certain things. And that's, I want to be able to share this platform with everyone, especially my family, and I also want to be able to, write my vision to where I want to be in the next year or next month or so. And it was another leader that was saying, I think his name was somebody quoted. He said it was Jim Ron. He said, learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. If you work hard on your job, you can make a living. But if you work hard on yourself, you will make a fortune. So these are some of the things that helped me to level up, So I just thank God for being, in the right place at the right time.
Awesome. Mr. Worthy, you got anything to say? We just glad to see you on here.
Seems like she said it all, but anyway. Kate would call me behind her back and talk to me about doing this thing because we talk to each other. And so I decided to listen that time because one thing about Mr. Skates, he always say, look, I found the goose that laid the golden egg. This time, he found it. And, I'm enjoying it. When I went to Memphis, I just couldn't believe the atmosphere, how nice the people were, how much they showed love and all. I really enjoyed myself. And, people, you can ask people to look at, what you got, but they don't never have time or whatever. But they can call you and want you to do something, want you to do it. But they act like they don't have time for you, but they want you to have time for them. But the thing is, why should I swim across an ocean to help you when you won't even step in a puddle to look at what I'm doing? So my thing is, if you can't do it for me, why would you want me to do it for you? And my thing is, I just love this. I love what I've seen. It's just making me want to do it just that much more and run just that much harder. And I think I look at how Mr. Skates, we've been in some businesses that we was all making. I was make decent money, but he was making good money. He would quit that and get into something else. So all of his people could make money. And that's one thing. That's a great leader. And we've been doing this a long time, but this right here is just so outstanding. And Coach D, I enjoyed you, but I thought I was gonna have to buy you a prop for your neck because I'm so tired in Memphis. But I just think everybody, for showing their kindness and their love. And it's beautiful. And I mainly thank the good Lord for showing us this because you can pray for things, but you know what? I prayed some years back. So I don't have to pray for this because he already presented it to it, and we planted the seed, and now we're harvesting from it.
All right. Well, that was awesome. That was awesome. Hey, Skates, I'm gonna hold you up for a minute. Rochelle and Angela, we gonna go to y'all because I think y'all on the East Coast as well. And Cynthia, you want to introduce them?
I tell you what, these are two fireballs right here. Let me start with Rochelle. Oh my goodness. This lady is on a mission. She has come back from Memphis. You keep hearing us talk about Memphis. That's a clue, you guys. You know, go to your conferences. And I tell you what, she's been blowing up my phone with the three-way calls. She is about to hit two-star director. She will be an ambassador because she definitely has the drive and the vision. You guys, we as ambassadors, we see it in people way before they see it. And we know what to look for. And when we see that fire and when we see you guys following our lead, we know that ambassador is definitely in the plan. And so, Rochelle, girl, you are on fire. Talk to us. What's going on, girl?
Hello, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This company is amazing, and the people are more amazing. I am so blessed to have heard about this company, and anybody on this call, you are blessed to be on it. I made one-star director 3 days before I made it to Memphis. That was my goal. And now my goal is to make sure that I'm helping my team become a platinum director. My sister just became a platinum director, and she is on fire as well. And I will tell you something, we could do any of this if our upline, if Cynthia didn't help us, if Catherine Pickett didn't help me. It's not one person that got me here. It's the teamwork that got me here. And that teamwork is helping my team get their people in. So that's my goal, is to help them get to where they want to be. If I can help them get to where they want to be, it's helping me, you know. But this company is amazing. I've been on 9 trips. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. That daily pay. I got a second home up in Illinois, and that was a legacy that my dad left me. Even though you get a legacy, and the legacy ain't free, you still gotta pay taxes and things. But that daily pay is gonna pay the taxes and the insurance on my house up in Illinois. So I'm gonna tell y'all something. If you're talking about a blessing, I ain't even talked about the 9 trips I've been on, but it was just a blessing for somebody to share this information. So if y'all haven't joined Travorium, I do not know what y'all waiting on, you know, but don't miss out on the blessing, because that's definitely what it's been for me. And Mr. Thomas, my husband's Mr. Thomas too. And he was a skeptical. He talking about it more than me. He went and got his passport, so he ready to go to Jamaica.
That is awesome. And she's taking these 9 trips. Have you even been in for a year, Rochelle? Has it been a year yet?
No, it hasn't been a year yet. It'll be a year. It'll be a year maybe. I didn't actually start traveling until September. I was holding on because I'm like, oh, if I go to Mexico, what's going to happen? I never left the country, but that was my very first trip. I took that Cancun trip, and I was a believer ever since.
Wonderful, wonderful. So 9 vacations. It hasn't even been a year. She's making daily pay as a 1-star director. She's on her way to 2-star ambassador bound. I tell you, y'all remember this name because she definitely is on the move. And lastly, I want to introduce Miss Angie Franklin. I'm so proud of her. She is building her team. She is about to hit 2-star. And she just recently retired, you guys. So she is able to build her business full time now. Yeah. So she's building it on the West Coast, the East Coast. She lives in Wichita, Kansas. And I tell you, she is doing some amazing things. Rochelle, she lives in, where you live, Rochelle? Atlanta? Yeah, she's in Atlanta, Georgia. So without further ado, take it away, Angie.
Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be on here this evening, and Cynthia is right. I retired at the end of December. Now, I actually started a year ago, and Cynthia had contacted me, a couple times about the business, and I was working full time, but I was traveling, of course. And so the first time she contacted me about it, I was in Germany visiting my daughter. And I was like, yeah, thank you for, and she goes, I know you're always traveling, so you need to check it out. And I said, certainly, I'm going to check it out. And I didn't. And then she contacted me a few months later, and I was in California visiting family. And she was like, did you check it out? And I'm going like, no, I didn't, but I'm going to get it checked out. And it had always been my dream to be able to retire in 2023, 2024, somewhere around there. And so I still hadn't checked it out. So at the end of the year, at the end of 2022, I happened to look at my 401k, and I had lost $63,000 that year. So I wasn't feeling really good about that. In fact, I was in tears. And I was like, Lord, I'm never going to be able to retire. And he said, I keep putting an opportunity in front of you, and you keep ignoring it. And so I was like, I wonder what that was. About a couple days later, I saw Cynthia and her husband in Orlando because it was too cold in Baltimore, and they were spending 7 days in Orlando. So I sent her a text and I said, when you get back, can we talk? And so anyway, that was my introduction to Travorium. And I tell you, I made a goal right then that, Lord, if you speak that clearly to me about it, this is my vehicle. This is my vehicle to retirement. And I'm going to take a step of faith. So I went to the conference in July and just kind of start feeling my way around and so forth. And then I was committed. I said, okay, so what I need to do is I need to get myself in a position. And I started talking to a few people. And I'm originally from California, so I have a lot of family out there. I live in Wichita, which is Midwest. So and I have to say this, I'm a military brat, so I've traveled all my life. So what I finally decided to do is I'm going to just start, after I felt comfortable with the company, I started putting some feelers out. So in October, I went to visit one of my very best friends in Lacey, Washington. And so shared it with her, left there, went to Sacramento. I have family in Sacramento, shared it with some family there, came back home, back to Wichita. And I started just meeting with some of the people that I knew. And so I just started building like a foundation. And I said, I'm out end of the year. And I started getting them positioned. And so 1 week after I retired, I hit 1-star director. So then I was back on a mission, got to go back to these places, start helping them build their team. So in January, I was in Phoenix, where my daughter-in-law joined. And then in February, I went back to Sacramento and started working with my family out there. And then in March, I was in Memphis. And what an amazing conference. I felt like it was a big, big family reunion, even though I didn't know most of the people, but it's so in Coach D and Ambassador Cynthia, that was amazing. And I have to give the props to Pastor Mel and Lady Kendra. They just, words can't even say. I know there was a lot of people working behind the scenes, but they just gave, and I appreciate that. And I received that. And I will tell you, while I was in Memphis, I lost my backpack and had my laptop and everything in it. But praise God, I got it back. And our Uber driver was the most, and he is now part of Travorium. So now I have someone in Memphis. So I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission, and I'm so grateful to be a part of this family, because it is family. And I just see greater. And so I'm back on the road. I got my taxes done, y'all, over the weekend. Taxes done, and I'm telling you, those tax breaks really helped.
Yes.
Hallelujah. Those tax breaks really helped. So I'm packing up and I'm getting ready to get back on the road. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Awesome. 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 I tell you. So you done got a little piece of Memphis, huh?
Oh, got me a piece of Memphis.
You got a little piece of Sacramento. You got a little, girl, you go mess around here. That's Ambassador Bound. I'm telling you.
Yes,
when
ma'am.
I started, it was me in Memphis. That was it.
Yes.
And here we are. I looked at my back office today. We getting close to 1,800 now. 1,800. Woo! And it started with me, myself, and I.
Wow.
And then Mel Keys being nosy. Well, praise God, here we are. Ain't that something? So since you mentioned Sacramento, I ain't gonna go to St. Louis because John gonna have to say, okay, John and Kenyatta, all they stay real special to me. I would talk to them as my children. Lord, I talk to them just as much as my children. But this young lady too, she came in, Ty and Don Hendricks. And my goodness, she came in and we just but really bonded because she was going through some things and that were very similar to mine in building this business. But to see her husband at the conference sitting next to her, and he's almost a one-star director, I am so excited because we were praying for you and we were touching and agreeing for you. And when you know, sometimes she would call me in the evening, but I mean to see you healthy and walking, and I just wanted you on here by her side tonight. I don't know if you're gonna say much, but I just wanted to hear, and I just wanted to say congratulations to the both of you, you know, and how you are just managing this business and all the things that Dr. Hendricks has going on in her life. She even got her doctorate degree since she's been in Travorium. So go ahead. And they out of Sacramento, Angela.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Your turn.
My turn?
Say greetings.
Oh, okay. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Greetings. I am honored to be a part of the Travorium family. When I first heard Tawana talking about Travorium, I didn't know what she was talking about, okay? I was a little under the weather and I wasn't, I just wasn't ready for it, but I just kept listening to her and I learned more and more and more. And I realized it was one of America's best kept secrets that we need to be a big mouth and go tell everybody the secret about Travorium. So I learned more and more about the program. I thought it was very interesting. I'm not a stranger when it comes to network marketing. I've been involved with a few. And when we got to Memphis, Tennessee, got a chance to meet a lot of the people, and I was overwhelmed with the positive people that I had met, and I even got the opportunity to sit right there with Coach D during the event where we were in the war room discussing strategy, and that was a privilege because I didn't know I would be sitting right there next door, but I was saying to myself, "Hey, look at me! I bet you wish you were here." So that was an honor. That was wonderful. I love the people. I look forward to getting together on more occasions with such positive people. When I talk to young people now, trying to spread the word about the program, I let them know that if they become a part of this program, they're going to be introduced to some of the most wonderful people in the world. So far, it's a great experience. I wasn't expecting it, to be truthful. It just came out of nowhere, and I heard someone suggest that it was a blessing from God. He's giving us something and he's blessing us so that we can have a better life through Travorium. And I thought about it a minute, and I said, well, that's just wonderful. I appreciate that very much. So I look forward to getting to know more about Travorium and collecting some of that daily pay in the name of Jesus.
So greetings from California, you guys. And I have to share with you, Travorium truly is a seed. And it depends on how you're looking at it, but it can certainly help you shape your life or give you a lifestyle boost for those of you who may be straddling the fence. As Coach D said, when I first came in and you guys are looking at a miracle, my husband was ill. We were in the hospital. He had had a stroke. He had had a knee surgery, and they were talking about him bleeding out. So as a younger woman, I needed someone who had the wisdom. And Travorium was more than just a travel company for me, because it has introduced me to some very positive relationships with Coach D from my upline, Dr. Renee, Lorraine, and Doc. That's how, I became, Travorium came across my Facebook page. But more importantly, I really believe that Travorium is a blessing for a multiple stream of income for my family. Not only that, at the time that my husband was not doing very well, I was sitting beside his bed and I was still calling people from my phone or my laptop. So, and I have 2 other jobs. I'm a healthcare administrator and I'm also a professor. But one of the things that I knew is that you can't give up on life, even when life is happening around you. You still have to stand your ground, stand on the word, stay on the faith, and keep moving, keep going. And that's what God was telling me. And he placed Coach D and other women around me that were able to undergird me, keep me strong, someone I could talk to. When you get those perplexing situations that are going on in your life, it doesn't mean you stop in any facet, because one of the things I really believe that Christians don't understand, sometimes when you're not feeling well and you're going through those perplexing situations in a hospital, God may choose to give you ultimate healing and take you away from here. Some people are really not ready to embrace that concept, but life is life and God is God and he's still sovereign. So I'm just so happy to be a part of Travorium. I am ecstatic. I'm a 2-star. I went 2-star in 6 months and about 10 days. And I tell you, if Doc had told me to get 10 people, I probably would have got 15. But he told me, he said, if you get this many people, you will qualify. And I've been running ever since, moving to 3 and 4-star. That is in my heart. So I just want to say Memphis was amazing. I've been to many corporate events, but Memphis was first class all the way. Coach D and Cynthia Sly, oh my goodness. And to be honest with you, being transparent, that was the first trip that me and my husband had taken together because he wasn't feeling well. And so for us to come to Memphis together, we had so much fun. We smiled and, we had so much love around us. Matter of fact, we even went to the BB King Cafe down there on Bill Street, and he was prospecting. So we had a really, really good time. And you guys, Travorium is real. Travorium is the truth. You just have to make it a priority and don't let other people detour you from getting to your goals. We're excited. As a matter of fact, we're on our way to Hawaii in about 7 days. Just to get some, some downtime and some couple time before he has another surgery on May 1st. So you guys keep us in your prayers. And I want to speak to the people out there who may be going through those perplexing situations, in the hospital setting or home health care or palliative care. You never know what your spouse is going to go through. You never know when your time is. When I am in the hospital and I'm dealing with families who are dealing with terminal illness, you guys, one of the most precious things that they want is more time with their family. So don't stop what you're doing. Go out there and enjoy your life. Tell others about Travorium so they can enjoy their lives too. If they don't want to come, that's on them. You keep going. And you guys have a blessed evening. Thank you, Coach D, for the opportunity.
All right. See, I knew. Yes, mic drop. Mic drop. Yes, yes, yes. And it's phenomenal what she has done and what you guys have accomplished together. Your son is also in this business as well. And what you guys have accomplished with all of the health challenges that you've been going through with Don. But he looks well, you know,
Yeah,
he
he's doing
looks
good.
well. God
God
is
is good.
faithful, you know,
Yes.
God's faithful. And
Yes.
so I am just excited for every whatever I could have done or said or did to get you through. I'm glad we got through to this point, and we're going to
Thank
get
you.
through the rest of it together.
Thank you. Thank you so
All right.
much.
Wow, wow, wow. Well, John Skates and the future Miss Kiana Skates. How y'all doing? One-star directors, the newest one-star directors here, along with Diane, and all of them are on the same team. They just pushing. And so I am excited for you too. And I'm gonna let y'all to give the conclusion to the matter and your testimony and to this matter. But I'm excited for each and every one of you guys, each and every one of you. Lorraine says, awesome testimony. Lorraine and Doc Finley, we give a shout out to you. We know you're in Las Vegas with Daryl and Maria. So anyway, we give a shout out to y'all tonight. All right, John, y'all come on.
Yeah. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all. It's phenomenal night, man. I'm like, man, I'm amongst superstars tonight. I'm like, man, I get to grace the room tonight, man. And I think that's Mr. Hendricks. I hope you ain't having surgery because I think I dropped that shade on his head when we was in that room. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
that was
sorry.
you.
I dropped the lid of the shade. I'm like, oh my God, you know. Oh my God, yeah. Oh man, I'm sorry. I owe you lunch next time. Yeah. Hey man, but we just super excited, man, to be here, finally to be here and to be in the mix of Travorium, you know, over the last couple of years. My auntie, of course, you know, she's been trying to get us in Travorium, and you know, I've been escaping her for so long, you know, and she finally captured me and got me in this deal. And I remember when I was getting in, she said, I said, okay, I'm going to get in. I'm just going to get in. She said, no, you won't. You know how to get 3 people. I said, well, Auntie, I don't believe right now. That's what I told her. You know, I said, I don't believe in it. Travel. I did travel before, right? I don't believe in it. You know, I don't believe it right now. And so that was a big key, y'all, to us coming, was the belief. But also us coming into it, somebody also had to open up your eyes to something, you know, as well. Sometimes 3 people, 1 person can come, 2 people can come, 3 people can come, and they can say the same thing, but that 1 person can get you, you know. And that was my best friend, Donnie Somerville, and he called me in Punta Cana, and being signed up, man, you know, and not coming into this deal at the right time cost me some money, right? It cost me some money to travel, y'all, you know. So anybody who's a guest on here coming into this business, I was in here just because my auntie asked me to, right? And so at that time in place, I was just paying the money every month, didn't care, forgot about it, right? Until I paid over $4,500 for the Punta Cana trip, y'all. That's when it all hit the fan, y'all. $4,500 for 2 to Punta Cana. It was about 7,000 with the plane tickets, you know, all that stuff, just to add another knot to my head, you know. So at the end of the day, we get back not knowing that we could have got that trip. But that was a trip, but we could have got a vacation for $329 instead of $4,500. You know? So don't take no trips, y'all. Take a vacation. A trip is a trip. Yeah. Well, why did you take that? Why did you do it? Yes, that's a trip, y'all. Yeah. So a trip is also when you got to take kids. But at the end of the day, y'all, take a vacation, but do it smartly and wisely, right? Somebody got you on here tonight. Why? Because you are coming, they got you on because they think highly of you. They think highly of you, right? But speaking of highly, I think highly of my friends that's on here today, Mr. and Mrs. Worthy. I think so highly of them that we've been friends for a long time. And when we came into this deal, like they said, you know, they was like, oh, here's another one, right? And so, guys, when you invite your friends, I invited my friends, and they were my friends, my brother. I think we really blood brothers and sisters. We just don't know it yet. But but when you have people that ride with you for so long, that been with you for so long, this is a ministry to me. Network marketing, y'all. Some people run from it. I run to it because I didn't want a job. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want poverty. I watched my grandmother, since I was a kid, walk to the bus stop to Famous and Bar back then. Famous and Bar, now it's Macy's, but Famous and Bar, rain, sleet, and snow. She walked to the bus stop, and I had to walk with her. And I watched her deteriorate. As Pastor Mel was talking about, I watched her deteriorate after she retired. My grandfather died, and then it was nothing else for her to live for. And she was living off 40% of what she was making that she couldn't make when she was working. I said, I don't want that life. I was 10 years old, somewhere around in there. I do not want that. And I did not want a job. And so I always wanted to have a business. And some of y'all today, I learned, we was talking about it in church today, atonement, right? Atonement, right? The return to the state of love and harmony with who God, right? And so poverty is not of God, y'all. And so we got to atone. You've been atoned, set free. Come on back. We here, that's our number one thing. I'm here to fight poverty. I won't be going back to it. I'm going to make sure my friends and family I'm going to make sure that they will atone their sins, right, of poverty and get out of it, because it's a mindset, y'all. Mentality means men, you, right? Mentality means me, men, you. Your totality, right, means your reality of where you are. What's your reality of where you are? Mentality. That's you. I knew where I was and didn't want to be. So I stuck with people who I was riding with. I knew who to ride with, right? I didn't know I was riding with my auntie, but I came in, right? But I got a position, right? And so that's the wise thing to do. They're not going to lead you to slaughter. But at the end of the day, I said, I'll take a position. And that set me up, y'all. Just like we give our life to Christ, we take a position because it was given to us. We didn't earn it, but it was given to us. And so this opportunity was given to me. I didn't earn it because I didn't believe it, right? But then I got atoned, right? I got atoned. I thought I got some knots on my head, but that's how life go, right? Hard head makes a soft behind. But that's what it is, y'all. But I got the opportunity to come back and do it again. How many of y'all had the opportunity to come back? Opportunities kept coming and coming. There's nothing more greater than this opportunity with Travorium, y'all. And so I'm not saying that because I'm here. I'm here because I got friends like Mr. and Mrs. Worthy that's just winning 1-star. I think they've been in business a month and a half. I don't know, something like that, right? 1-star directors, they came in and got busy and start working. And that's what it is. Now they're getting ready to go to 2-star, right? And we one person away from 2-star ourselves. We'll be there. We'll be there tonight. We'll cross over tonight. But I can't go to 2-star if I don't help them go 1-star. I can't help them go if I don't help them go 1-star, y'all. This is not that which I'll come from. I'm on my soapbox. But network marketing is about helping the next person, right? If you can help the next person get to where you are, the next person will help you get to where you are. If I can't, I got 3 1-star directors in our organization on the way to get 2 or 3 more. I can't be 2-star if they wasn't 1-star. So I had to do some work and help some other people, y'all, right? And so I'm excited because I get to help a lot of people. That's why I'm sitting still, y'all. I'm sitting still and I'm growing at the same time. And then on that, when I got the knots, I got kind of some ice because my fiance was with me, right? And so I proposed to her at Punta Cana. So that was a great thing about Punta Cana. I proposed at Punta Cana, y'all, and brought the New Year in, right, and celebrated. So about to get married and everything, right? So she was excited. She excited about it. She went 1-star, right? What would I do? What would I be if I didn't get her 1-star? I'll be in trouble, right? So 1-star. But what I'm saying is, if you're not helping somebody, man, you definitely ain't helping yourself here. And here is the only place you can be where you can really grow and have fun and have an environment of people. We ain't just talking about Christ. We ain't just talking about the Lord. We talking this is real. This is real family stuff, y'all. And I'm telling you, she just shared with her husband, and you see the stories and the people. This is real. This is really what network marketing is. We're networking and we're marketing something great. That's the atonement of God, what God has done for all of us. I'm on my soapbox tonight, y'all. I'm sorry. You want to say something? No, all right. We on the getaway, y'all, too.
Yeah,
So,
we're gonna get away this week.
so,
here.
so, so,
I don't even want to talk about that. They done been on about 20 vacations.
yeah, right. But see, yeah,
Always have to say, where's Ja? Where's Kia? Where they
On a vacation. Because I stay in that back office looking at everything.
She literally does. She looks at the back office every day. I said, what is she looking? I'm looking in the back office, Miss Kayla. I'm looking in the back office.
Company. I'm looking at the benefits. How is this going to benefit me and my family? The benefits. It's amazing.
let me tell y'all something
It's
too.
more than travel.
Let me tell y'all something too. For real. We got everybody got two spots, y'all. In our first 90 days of running this thing, we're gonna make over 6 figures between us two, right? 6 figures between y'all. Everybody on here got 2 spots, right? If you or all the couples. And in the next 90, 120 days, we're gonna be at 6 figures. Oh, ain't that amazing? Like that. $25 a day, $50-some a day. Where can you go do that at, y'all? In a matter, not a year. I'm talking about, look, all of us on here, our best year was last month. I'm telling you, this is amazing. But that's why I got to get to them ambassadors, because their best year was last month, right? What they made in 1 month, somebody makes in a year. Right. And I'm telling y'all, travel. Oh my God! Everybody going to Hawaii, going to different places. Man, come on, man. Where do you go get travel and get paid for $25 a day, $50 a day, $100 a day? And we're talking about in the next 90 days. We ain't talking about the next 90 months. The next 90 days, we're talking about 6-figure income. Now, you tell me where you're gonna go do that at. I'll wait and listen, but I'm a mute. But yeah.
Y'all right? Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? So in 90 days, we claiming it. And me and Cynthia can't wait. Me, Cynthia, Pat, we just can't. I mean, that's all we talk about is how we gonna help our people. How are the people gonna get to ambassador? Who's gonna get to ambassador? Who's gonna make that? I mean, that is really once you get to this level, even before you get to this level, but once you get to this level, it really is all about who you can really help. And I really believe that we both have been as successful as we've both been as successful is because we love helping people and seeing people win. It's not really all about us. And that's what makes it important. You know, I could do this. I mean, literally, I could do this for free because I love seeing it, because I love hearing the stories, and I love seeing people just bring increase and blessing and generational legacy into. That's my goal, is to bring increase, blessing, and generational legacy wealth. And I really believe that I'm called to do it to families of color. So that's my purpose. I had to pray about that. I mean, I really did. And I want to give a shout out as we go to Igor, Andrew, and Larissa, and the ambassador. And I want to give a shout out to them. That is my brother. He is doing the doggone thing. You hear me? I believe they had over 1,000 people in their meeting, and the meeting that David's getting ready to go to. And I'm just want to give a shout out to 3-star ambassador Igor and Larissa, and Andrew, 1-star director. Y'all are doing a phenomenal job, and I just celebrate you to be able to do that kind of work in a year. And I know it's all about helping your people. And last, I'll give a shout out to Daryl and Maria Roberts, 3-star ambassadors, for hosting their event this weekend, and for those who rose to the occasion. And we know we'll get some ambassadors out of there. Thank you, Cynthia. Happy birthday to your mom. Thank you, Pastor Mel, for an awesome presentation. And to all of our guests, get back with the person that invited you. Yeah, if you saw this on the Facebook page, look and see who shared it on their wall, right? Do that. And we will definitely, a better life requires a better way. Well, we look forward to seeing you here next Sunday on Fireside Chat. God bless you, couples. God bless you, Angela and Rochelle. And thank you so much. Bye-bye.